see. Yeah, Mousy put out a video. She put out a video a few minutes ago, but she was explaining why she left VShojo. I think she'd already departed. I think she'd already departed back on the 11th. But now she actually put out a video, why she left. We can take a look at it. It's 11 minutes long. We can take a look at it. Hang on. Let me pull it up. She posted this. She posted this like literally 8 minutes ago. This literally just got posted. Let's take a listen.
I am leaving VShojo. Unfortunately, I recently found out that for the past couple of months, I have been misled by VShojo. With the information that I currently have, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most...
Oh, fuck. Oh, this is not good. If they've been stealing from Mousy, she's probably got the money to bring them down financially in court. Yeah, if Mousy is coming out and saying VShojo may have stolen money from her, VShojo's fucking done. If Mousy is saying this, they're fucking done. If this goes anywhere, VShojo is probably going to, they may not be around anymore. If this is true, they're fucking done. Because this is fucking Mousy. And if Mousy is saying this, and she got the receipts, every other talent is gonna jump from VShojo, like, I hate to actually use this acronym, but like rats from a sinking ship. They will fucking bail out like no other.
Importantly, the thing that hurts me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me, and also the reason why I'm here today, is owed over $500,000 from VShojo.
My sweet fuck! So not only did they steal from Mousy, they stole from fucking charity? Holy shit. This is bad. This is fucking bad. Like, if Mousy's got the receipts, and if this is true, VShojo is fucked 6 ways to Sunday. Stealing from Mousy herself and stealing from a charity, this is not good.
I know that this is a lot, and it's very important for me to be honest with all of you. I really want to tell you everything, but unfortunately right now, I have been instructed by my attorney to wait for more of the legal procedure to unfold.
Yes, of course.
So one day, I will be able to tell you the full story.
Yeah. Bearing in mind, as Mousy just said, thank you, me sound. As she just said, she's already in contact with the lawyer. They're already working on legal proceedings. So yeah, we are going to get bare bones here. Just bear that in mind. It's gonna be very easy to fly off the handle. We are only going to be getting very bare bones right now. Keep that in mind. There is going to be a lot of information that we are not going to get here. Keep that in mind, because she's, the key thing when you're going through a civil legal process is you don't vomit up everything you have already. You keep the important stuff close to your chest for the lawsuit. So she's probably not going to be telling us a whole lot. And I can almost guarantee she's not going to detail any evidence that she has. Something to keep in mind. The fact that she said that VShojo stole effectively speaking, stole money from her and stole money from a charity that all of us knows is near and dear to her heart. The fact that she was able to disclose that alone means that they have got some serious evidence in their pocket ready to come out from court. So, holy shit.
But for now, I just need to let you know that I will no longer be a part of VShojo. If you give me a moment of your time, I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. I know for a lot of people right now that this might be the first time you were ever watching me. I became a VTuber because I really wanted to make friends. I was very lonely due to the fact that I have a primary immune deficiency disease called CVID. I basically have a low to near non-functioning immune system, which means I get sick a lot, and it caused me to remain isolated for long periods of my life. So then I found streaming, and I thought about giving it a try because I wanted to see if I could make some friends online,
She
because
did.
I honestly couldn't ever leave my room. I never really expected to grow an audience or anything. It was one of the last things on my mind. I just thought that I would stream to, 5 to 10 people and just hang out from time to time, make some friends, play games, and just
Oh
continue on
my.
with my life. But
How
unfortunately,
things
I
changed.
was too scared to stream with my face. So a friend of mine recommended that I try an app called FaceRig that would allow me to use an anime avatar to stream. And that's how
Very
I started
sketchy,
VTubing.
very.
It took me a while to take it seriously and even begin to think about maybe being able to grow a community and even make this a career. I think I really started to take it seriously around the time when I was approached to join VShojo, and it was through VShojo that I was able to grow into the Ironmouse that I am today.
Okay, so she did not found VShojo. Like, and this is what I suspected. I suspected she did not found VShojo, but more like she was one of the first talents that VShojo took on and was responsible for VShojo basically gaining such meteoric success and bringing on a lot of other content creators on board. That's kind of how I took it. Yeah, she'll not a founding member, but one of the originals. One of the more original, like the OG VTubers on VShojo. That was always the impression that I had.
When I was approached in 2020 and asked to join VShojo, it seemed like a good idea, but I honestly did not know if I could ever be a corporal VTuber because I felt like I just couldn't. In my mind, I saw myself as unhireable, which is why streaming worked for me. I had no boss, no strict
Oh,
rules, I had no
oh,
hours, no expectations. It was all up to me, and due to the fact that I have lived my life chronically ill and being unable to do much of anything, I just felt like there was no way that anyone would ever take me or want me. For a
oh,
while, I was
Mousy.
struggling to make a decision because I was afraid about my anonymity and afraid about trusting people because
Yeah, I
I
get it.
felt like every time I put my trust in people, it always ends in grief for me. So I
Oh
was
God,
worried
Mousy.
about expectations and a million and one other things. But I ultimately decided to join VShojo. It really pains me that I am unable to fully explain why I am leaving. But for right now, here's what I am allowed to share with you. I would always be told.
Thank you, El Kadori. I'm actually gonna mute the alerts real quick for this.
How important I was for the company, and I was always told that I was needed in order for the company to succeed. Although that was very positive to hear, it put a lot of pressure and a lot of stress on me to the point
Oh, I can
where
only
I felt
imagine.
guilt tripped into signing. I felt responsible for everybody. I
Oh,
felt
Lord.
responsible for staff and talent alike. And I felt like if I didn't
Oh,
do this
God.
and if I didn't stay, I was hurting everybody and I was
Oh,
destroying everybody's
Mousy.
life. But this didn't.
Oh, God, Mousy. Oh, my God. This is so much to put on her shoulders. She's already chronically ill. And she put this had this kind of weight on her shoulders. God, I feel so bad for her. Like, she is too sweet to have this kind of, like, heavy burden of responsibility put onto her when she needs to be focusing on taking care of herself. It's, God, this is breaking my heart.
I was hurting everybody and I was destroying everybody's life. But this didn't feel right with me.
No.
And I began to feel extremely uncomfortable. As my viewers know, privacy has always been one of my biggest concerns. I've had a lot of scary experiences in my life, so one amazing thing for me was the fact that VShojo handled all my payments, and it meant that I never had to give out any of my personal information, so that was always a blessing to me. As time went on, I
Oh,
decided that I
God.
wanted to try to start pulling out my remaining funds because I wanted to start taking over my own finances. This is what led me to this point. Throughout the years, Connor and I have raised around $4 million for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The majority of the money raised is through Tiltify at events like the Cyclothon, the charity auction,
Wow.
and other miscellaneous events that we've had. However, because of the success of my first subathon, I decided to donate half the earnings of my following two subathons to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. The first time
My
I tried
God.
this, it worked great. Over 200,000 people supported me, and because of that, we raised over $329,350 to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Because the money
Wow.
came from my Twitch revenue instead of a Tiltify link, it required VShojo to make the donation on my behalf. They promptly sent the payment, and the subathon was a huge success. So I decided to do it again the next year. My last subathon was one of the biggest events I've ever done. The
Yeah,
support.
the last subathon that she had, correct me if I'm mistaken, wasn't her last subathon the one where she basically earned the title of top Twitch streamer at that point for her last subathon? She like broke the record. She became the #1 Twitch streamer with that last subathon of hers. Yeah. Wow. And this one's even bigger than the last one she did, which was amazing. And she donated half of that to charity. And this one was even bigger. Holy shit.
Was overwhelming, and I ended up getting over 300,000 subscribers and breaking the all-time sub
God.
record. But this also meant that we had raised $515,000 for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I once again asked VShojo to make the donation on my behalf, but unfortunately, still a year later, VShojo has not paid the charity. The Immune Deficiency
No.
Foundation means the world to me. Connor and I have both spent a ton of energy, time, and resources raising money for charity. And we're both so proud to be able to say that we've raised nearly $4 million for charity. We almost always raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. They help people with primary immune deficiency diseases, or PI, which are inherited disorders where a part of the body's immune system is missing or doesn't function properly, which makes people like me more prone to infection. And this includes over 450 different conditions. The Immune Deficiency Foundation is a charity that is near and dear to my heart, and has a particular significance in my life.
Of
When my
course
health
it
first started
does.
getting really bad, the Immune Deficiency Foundation helped me immensely when I really had nowhere else to turn. I was terrified, I was lonely, and I was confused. I honestly didn't really know what was going on, and I never ever want anyone else to go through that. This entire situation has broken me. I
Oh
just wanted to
no.
do something good and to give back to a community that helped me. But unfortunately,
God.
that's not the case. As much as I would like to continue to talk about this, unfortunately, I can't. So, to
God,
recap,
Mousy.
I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the Immune Deficiency Foundation is owed over $500,000 from VShojo. I really
Oh my
wish that I could tell
God.
you more, but right now, I have been advised to wait for legal proceedings. As of right now, I am an independent VTuber. I am at a loss of what to do right now. I'm kind of
God.
processing everything. I'm very sad and very confused. Once
Oh,
again,
Mousy.
I want to apologize to the Immune Deficiency Foundation and to my
Oh
community.
God, and that's the worst part. Shit. Oh, and that's the worst part about this. She's taking again. She's taking this on her shoulders. She's I know exactly said she doesn't have anything to apologize for. You can hear it in her voice here. She is on the verge of crying. She's barely holding back the tears because she thinks incorrectly. She thinks it's her fault. She's incorrectly thinking this is her fault. She's still taking this on her shoulders. And it's not her fault. It's the fault of this fucking corporation's greediness. Oh, God. Oh, my God. No, Fishy. No, this, I don't think this is going to come down to overwhelmed management. No. Not paying Mousy a lot of money that she was due and not paying the charity over $500,000 that they are owed, that's not overwhelmed management. That is more akin to like fucking embezzlement. That is more akin to, I don't know if it might be classified as fraud if they like this is this is not like overwhelmed management. That's no excuse. There's no excuse. Especially her major subathon happened what, like a year ago? This subathon that she had where she earned like the 300,000 subs, that was something like a year ago. There's no excuse that they could have. Absolutely no excuse, because all of the funds for this, for herself and for this charity, are coming from her Twitch revenue. And the Twitch revenue comes out every single month. Okay? Every single month, Twitch delivers those funds into the bank. And if VShojo was managing that money, it would have gone right into VShojo's bank. So it's not like, oh, we were trying to put the money together. No, they had the money. It was in the bank. Twitch would have sent it to the bank on the 15th of the next month after her subathon. There's no excuse here. This is, Vespasian, criminal charges and civil charges, I'm pretty sure are fucking incoming right now. And the biggest fuck up is everyone is going to come out of the fucking woodwork on this one to defend Mousy. Yeah, your dog, I think a lot of people did, but we were starting to see the signs. We were starting to see the signs when Zen left very suddenly. And I think there was a manager that left recently, and now Mousy's leaving. And with Mousy leaving and with her making this statement, people are going to come from all corners of the streaming space and Giga and Matra, all of them. You're gonna be having people coming out of the goddamn woodwork to defend Zen, to defend Giga, to defend Matra, and especially to defend Mousy, especially with the statement that she's putting out. Especially with that. This is going to be an absolute fucking firestorm that's about to come down. Is Amelie still, is Amelie a part of VShojo? Or after, I don't know, I'm not sure who Amelie is part of. Is she part of VShojo? Gonna be interesting to see what Amelie has to say about this. I'm very curious, but I would expect that we may hear something from those that are still left at VShojo. I expect we're going to be hearing something from them fairly soon. Demon, I think for once, I think we may be one of the first ones to have jumped on this in terms of a VTuber quote unquote reporting upon this. Because this video released literally 8 minutes ago. We may very well be the first ones to talk about this. Potentially speaking, I may be the first one on Twitch talking about it, which, yeah. So I mean, this is very big, and we're gonna see a domino effect from this. We are absolutely gonna be seeing a domino effect from this because we're gonna. I imagine we may now. Bearing in mind, people like Zen, Gia, and Matra may not say anything because if they've got juice, they may already be coordinating with Mousy. Mousy, they may have already been reached out to coordinate with Mousy, and who knows, maybe they may be filing a class action suit. Maybe they will be compiling evidence together. Don't expect a lot to come out immediately. Because again, it is very, Alana's got it up. Y minus Pres Alana has it up. We are going to be getting drip-fed information. Because again, something to remember here. Mousy is talking about all of this because her lawyer said you can talk about this and it's not going to hurt our case. So she is already revealing extremely damaging information about this. And there is even worse evidence that she is not talking about. That's the thing to think about. What we have just heard in the last 9, almost 10 minutes so far is nuclear. Think about the evidence that she has that has not been said yet. Think about how damning the evidence she has that has not been said that is with her lawyer. This is going to be an absolute firestorm. And I'm pretty sure it's good. And if the evidence is as bad as I think it might be, it will end VShojo. I strongly suspect it is going to there's an excellent chance here based on the little knowledge I have when it comes to civil law. This is very likely going to end VShojo.
Who has shown so much support to me. I also wanted to say that all the ad money made from this video will go towards the Immune Deficiency Foundation.
Oh,
I
God,
honestly don't know what I'm going to do. Like I said, I really haven't had much time to process this. But below the video in the description box is a link to a donation fund for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Thankfully, any donations made through Tiltify go directly to the charity. That link is also there if you've heard about this and would like to support the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Sometime this month, I plan on doing a special live stream in order to raise money for the Immune Deficiency Foundation. I hope to have a ton of friends joining me, and hopefully there'll be a lot of singing and a lot of fun and just a day full of happiness. I just honestly really want to show that after all of this, that VTubing is a force for good.
Yes.
So thank you guys so much for all the support, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. And once again, I want to say that I am truly sorry.
Mousy,
Okay,
don't apologize.
bye bye.
Mousy, don't apologize. Oh, Mousy, don't apologize. Please, you didn't do anything. Okay, chat, I normally don't do this, but chat, because of the different, Mousy said Mousy has said that she is donating all proceeds from this video we just watched to this charity. With YouTube's new rules, I am asking every single one of you, please go to Mousy's video. I just linked it in the stream. Go to Mousy's video right now and at least like the video. Because with YouTube's new rules, it's fucking everything up in terms of the viewerships, and I don't even know if YouTube's monetization, how it's working these days in terms of like channels that are monetized, because it's engagements now that constitute views. So I'm asking you guys, every one of you guys, go to her video now and just like it. Just like it, even write a comment on it, like something to facilitate the engagement for her video because of what YouTube is doing nowadays with the engagements. Oh my God. This is just, my God, this is just horrible. This is just absolutely horrible that this is happening. And I wonder, like, at the very least, this is going to be civil. At the very least, this is going to be a civil proceeding. But if they were embezzling funds, we're going into criminal. This could very well be criminal. This is so bad. Like, VShojo was like one of the few ZTuber agencies that people still liked. They were one of the few remaining. All the other major VTuber agencies were basically considered scum. Everybody hated them. And VShojo was like, they weren't perfect, but they were like, at least like probably of what was available, it seemed like they were the best. And they're done after this. Honestly, I don't see a way forward for them.